Celestial Praise Ministries, a virtual non-denominational ministry serving all people of all faiths everywhere. Featuring Bishop Phil Willis. Brought to you by Jeffsounds Productions. For all your professional voiceover needs, from voicemail greetings and music on hold to radio and television commercials. See the voices heard around the world at www.jeffsounds.com. Now, here's Bishop Phil Willis.
Leave them hearing aids in. I was in a place of business last night. I was in Popeye's Chicken. I had a little thing happen in Popeye's Chicken last night, which is not the first time I've had something like this happen to me before. But it happened again last night, and it's been happening to me more and more lately. You can take your self-righteous garments and wrap them around you and say, well, this is a jacked up world we're living in, and just write it off like that. But let me tell you something. My home, my car, my business, my finance, it ain't jacked up. I'm still very much in charge. Till I draw my last breath and they slide my body in the furnace to burn me, I'm still in charge. Like I said, I normally have a lot of words for the young folk. Young folk, you can set this out tonight. You're going to get a kick out of this. Some of our more mature folk, older folk, I can't even say some of our gray-headed folk, they done washed that gray right out their head. Me included. As long as they make preference by L'Oreal, guess what I'm going to be wearing? We've got some folk among us. Like I said, some of y'all going to swear, oh, Bishop, that wasn't no meditation, that was a rant. Well, call it what you want. It'll make a better person out of you. We wonder why young folk crazy, ain't got no sense, ain't on nothing, ain't trying to be on nothing, walk any kind of way, talk any kind of way, act any kind of way, do any kind of thing. And I'm about to tell you why. Not all, but some of you more mature folk, you know who you are. You done lived a little minute now. You didn't got $2 in the bank. You done got your car paid for, the house paid for, you're sitting kind of good. But you're crazy as hell. You think just because of your age and you done lived and worked and retired and you got all this and all that, and you can just talk to folk any kind of way and treat them any kind of way and act any kind of way and it's all right. No, the hell it ain't. And I would tell my mother the same thing. My mother's 76 years old. She's still going to talk to me like I got some sense. I respect her because she's my mother. But I want to respect her because she respects me. My grandparents didn't act like that. My mother don't act like that. So you see, I wasn't raised around crazy old folk. I was in the store the other day, and again, this is not the first time this has happened. I forget if I was in Target or Walmart. But this old lady tried to run me down with her grocery cart. She never turned around to look my way. She kept right on going down the aisle. I said, hey, hey. She never looked, kept on going. The way these old folks drive these cars, like we in their way. Amen. You know, like the folks in the wheelchair in the corner begging, like we in the way, we in their way. Where do you get these wheelchairs from? You wonder why the young folk is crazy, because they didn't watch the old folks act so crazy. They want to be just like monkeys see, monkeys do. You're supposed to set an example for our young folk. Well, I'm 82 years old, and you're going to respect me. Well, you're going to respect me too. I'm grown, and I've got children, and I've got grandchildren. And you ought to respect your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. You wonder why they don't respect you, because you don't respect them. You their granny, and you smoking weed right along, getting high with them, right along with them. You their granny, and you popping the cork on the bottle and got your gin and juice right there along with them. New Amsterdam, 1800, whatever. You say, Bishop, really? Yeah, I ain't been a saint my whole life. God save me. I used to be a pimp. Old folk driving these cars. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Like you done lived so long, you got something coming. You do if you run across me somewhere. Because I will tell you about yourself and put you in check. I don't care how old you are. Let me tell you something. Here's how I was raised. My father, Bishop, said you owe every man respect. When I meet new folk that I don't know, listen, ask anybody that's around me. Ask anybody that know Bishop or know Professor or know Phil. Ask anybody that know me, not that know about me, but really, really know me. Here's how bad I am. When I hire folks, and I've been this way my whole life. I've been an employer. I've been a boss since I was 17 years old. Went all the way back to my bus company days, when I had the school buses, the Greyhounds, the tow trucks, the limousines. I've been a boss since I was 17 years old. The older I get, the worse I get with this. When I take an application from an individual, now we run a background check, see if they're a criminal, but I don't believe I've ever called a previous employer and asked them, what kind of person is this? I want to find people out for myself. When I meet somebody new, I treat them with respect because I don't know them. Now I'm going to give them a little rope because, you know, after the honeymoon over and folk get to know each other and you get comfortable with each other, then the real you come out. Your rep is gone. Now the real you is here, boo. But I'm going to treat everybody with respect. But if you get crazy on me, we're going toe to toe. I'm going to be crazy right along with you. You wonder why your grandkids, you wonder why you see all these fools in the street talking, and you ain't got nothing good to say about none of them. Because they've been watching how you do. You ain't got nothing good to say about nobody. You don't love nobody. Just as mean and ornery and cantankerous and stanky as you want to be. Let me tell you something. You owe every man respect. And the older some of you all done got, the worse you done got. And I've said it to myself, and I've said it out loud to others. Lord, please, because I've already got a touch of that. And I have to keep it under control. Because as age comes on you, I can say it from experience, as age has come on me, the more that I acquire, I got a couple of dollars in the bank, the car I paid for, got the nice house. You feel like, hey, you know what? I don't have to put up with nothing out of nobody. I'll be by myself. Leave me the hell alone. Go on somewhere. So that feeling comes with age as you grow up. I know some 15, 16-year-olds got that already. And they're about 30, 40 years too early on that. But that comes with age. But I have to talk to myself and say, Lord,